Thank you so much for joining me in the garden today. I'm going to be planting some corn. I created a new raised bed. So I'm going to plant some sweet corn, and also I'm going to plant some string bean, some green beans along with the corn. So thank you for joining me today, and just spend the afternoon with me in the garden while I do a little bit here and a little bit there. So I created this garden bed with some of the same leftover roofing material that I had used in the bed next door, right where I'm standing now. That's the bean that I planted in the raised bed that I created earlier, and I'm now filling this one to plant my corn. Let's see how it does in here. I'm just filling it with some soil and some manure. And prior to that, I had placed some kitchen scraps and stuff that I had cleaned around the garden. I just placed them in there to fill up the container as best as I could. This is a bag of soil that I bought some time ago. I'm going to be combining this with some manure, horse manure. You would want to think that because I plant in containers, I don't have to contend with weeds. My dear, I still do. So as I go along, I have to be weeding my containers as well as around the areas that I plant. So this is my empty container, and I'm going to fill it in the best I can and then plant my corn. Presently, the drought is taking a toll on my garden. I really don't have much in my garden in terms of production at the minute. My corn, I have a few, but hopefully, I'm hopeful that the weather will change soon. Usually we have rain in September, so I'm planting these seeds now, hoping that by the time they sprout, I'll get rain, or even if we don't get a lot of rain, it will be cooler, so these plants will produce for me, because my corn production is low at the minute. I do have quite a few in my freezer, but I prefer to eat corn fresh for the most part, so I'm planting these with faith. I'm just going through my little container trying to find my corn. I'm sure I could have sworn I placed a pack or two in this container, so I'm going through to find my corn and my green bean to plant in my little bed here. I especially enjoy working in this area of my garden because it's cool in the evenings, so it's soothing for my brain. Right, got it. There it is. So that's the sweet corn I'll be planting. So sweet corns, I'll be planting those and then bean in between. I do have green beans at quite a few places in the garden, but they're not producing. The time is too hot for them. I'm not getting any green beans, and it's one of our favorite. It's one of our favorite things to eat. My kids love them stir fry. So I'm going to plant some more. I'm going to pull up those that I have that aren't producing and the plants are getting old, and I'm going to plant these ones.
I will be the best.
I'm trying to make the soil as level as possible, so when I plant the seeds, I don't lose them under the soil too deep. So I'm just leveling it out, and I'm going to water it in a bit. This is some more manure, horse manure, that I'm placing on top of it to provide a little bit more nutrients to the soil. This is a fresh bed, so you have to boost up your soil as much as you possibly can. I do have organic material underneath, kitchen scraps and stuff like that that will break down, so by the time the roots are established, soil will be rich enough for them to grow and to produce well. Yeah, so this is the brand of corn that I'm using. It's a Morris corn, sweet corn, that I'll be planting. And this is green beans that I got from my local farm store. So those I will be planting. Those seeds are old. I hope they come. I hope the green beans come. Right over here I have two zucchini plants, a yellow, this one is the green, and the other one is the yellow. I have to check these every day. You'd think because I am on the rock I don't have weeds to deal with, but I'm telling you, these weeds will cover the garden in a week if I don't pay attention to them. And I also have to check the plants each day, every single day, for pests and disease, because those will kill your plants as well. So this one I think I see, what's it called, leaf miners, eating away at the leaves. So each time I see that, I remove that leaf so that they don't spread to the other leaves, and I have to do that very regularly, otherwise my plants suffer as a result. So every day I go through and I check and do my best to keep those pesky pests out. My green beans, the leaf miners, they also love the green beans, so I check these regularly to ensure that there are no leaf miners on it. I don't think they'll kill the plant, but I really don't like looking at them. So I search my plant each day and I remove the leaves that has the leaf miners on them. Today I'm not seeing any, thank God. If a single day passes and I do not water these plants, they'll die. That's how hot it is. These has to be watered morning and afternoons, otherwise they will die. So I'm just watering in the soil now so I can plant my new corn. I'm planting these far from the others because I don't want them to cross-pollinate, even though I don't think I'm going to be using any for seeds, but I want my corn to be sweet corn and not a mixture of regular corn and sweet corn. Hence I don't plant them very close together when they're two different varieties. I'm going to be planting these corn about 6 to 8 inches apart, and I don't measure them, I just look at it and judge it based on past experience. The soil is extremely dry, look at that, it is still dry. I'm just going to judge it and plant them 6 to 8 inches apart. That should be good enough, and then I'll plant the peas in between. I am planting these 2 in each because I'm not sure what the germination rate is going to be like for these corn, so if one doesn't grow then the other will. So I'm ensuring all of the holes get one, and then I'll double up with the remaining seeds that are in the package. These packages has so little seeds, so little, so I'm just doubling up now on the ones that I planted before. If it is that they all germinate, then I'll just thin them out and plant some of them somewhere else. That's what I'm doing there, and I'll just have the peas planted in between. For the green beans, I'm planting 3 to 4 in each hole to give them the best chance of at least one germinating, because I've had these seeds for a very long time. So yes, and I'm just covering all of them now, the corn and the peas, and then I'll just water them in and then just leave them to grow. It is okay to just sit and give yourself some time to breathe. It it is okay to sit and appreciate life, to appreciate what you're given as a gift. This that we breathe every day is a gift from God that we call life, and it's okay to sit and appreciate it and allow your body to take some rest, some well-needed rest. And then you get up and you go again. You just keep going. You never stop. Each day I have to inspect my plants. There are so many bugs and pests and insects that love to eat our food. The same things we like to eat, they enjoy it as well. So I have to go through and remove them from my plants in order for me to enjoy what I work hard for. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm checking my bell peppers and my zucchini and my okra plants to ensure the worms aren't devouring the leaves, because the leaves are what the plant need to collect energy from the sun to feed the plant. So I have to ensure that my leaves are intact. This is just giving you an idea as to what the drought is doing to my plants. It's not that my soil is not rich, it's the sun that is turning my plants yellow. Apart from it, the sun is setting now, so the plants actually look yellower than they really are, but the heat is taking a toll on my garden. But it's hanging in there for the most part. I am still eating from my garden every day. I am not able to videotape all of my harvesting. I still do try to videotape as much as I possibly can, but sometimes it's when I'm eating the food that I remember, oh crap, I didn't videotape that. But I'm still trying to post as much as I could. I took out all of the broccoli from here and planted red callaloo. And this right here is my cilantro that has gone to coriander. So it's drying now. I'm going to save some for seeds and I'm going to use some for spice. And it's my lovely bed of lettuce right there, despite the heat. I'm checking for worms. I'm checking for those pesky pests on my plants. To do this every day in order to have anything at all in my garden to eat. Thank you so much for sticking around with me today in the garden, doing my little chores. I am not on 100, but I am pushing and I'm going through, and I was happy to take you along with me today. Let's hope together that our corn comes and produces well for us. Alright, thank you so much for joining me. If you've not already subscribed, please consider to do so. Leave a like and a comment, and also share with your friends, because if you like my videos, chances are they will like it too. Alright, bye bye.